Background. Action.
It was totally different from what I really expected. That cameraman was all over the place. He was up here, down there, over there, here, there.
All right, ready, please, and roll.
Ready, click Apple, take 2.
Speed on target. Okay, background. Action.
How is a movie put together? Well, what they do in a movie is they don't shoot in sequence, first of all. Sometimes they do the last scene on the first day.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll do the middle scene. They have a director who basically plans out what he wants, what kind of movement he wants, what kind of shot he wants. And he'll talk to the cameraman, and the cameraman will say, well, it'll be easier for me if I get it from this angle. Is there any way you can switch it around so we could do it this way? And so what they do is they block out the scene to how they want it.
Cue him to the look, because he should be there, and then she'll turn, and then he should go. All right.
All right. And you'd come around.
Cut. Good.
The director of this movie, called 16 Candles, is John Hughes. The movie is a comedy about a young girl whose family forgets her 16th birthday.
All right, here we go.
Well, I'm called the first assistant director. We're responsible for keeping the tempo of progress on the picture going each day and making sure that everybody and everything that has to be there to make the picture is there.
Lead off. Right here. Sit down and relax in the places, have them all together, and as soon as Bobby's through with the lighting, then we'll put them in, please.
How do you become an assistant director?
The Directors Guild has a program which is called the trainee program. You have to be a college graduate in most cases to take the exam. If you pass, then you become what's called a trainee. Then you actually are assigned to work on motion pictures.
Matthew and Noel, please. Right here. Right here, gentlemen.
I think I wanted to be in the motion picture industry ever since I was probably 10 or 11 years of age.
What is the best part of your job, your favorite part?
I'll give you a very simple answer, all of it. Every picture is different because each day is different, each day is exciting. There are maddening moments, there are frustrating moments, but they're very stimulating and fulfilling moments too. So it's all potentially very exciting and very fulfilling.
It sounds like you've had such a time of your life with this.
I have. I have.
Okay, now, Drew, let me see you. Did you see how he walked around her real close? Yeah. Just go real slow. I just want to see. Go ahead.
I'm the cameraman here.
What does a cameraman do?
Manages the camera. I'm head of the camera crew.
So you shoot all the shots?
I pick them. Too far. Back.
How does it take to be a good cameraman?
Patience, a lot of practice, hard work, watching other films, learning by experience. Okay, try it there, see if it gets it. You start on a camera crew and you start as the fellow who hits the sticks, you know, the clapper boy. Then you become the assistant cameraman who follows focus.
On the other side, we were a lot closer to Adolf.
And then you become a camera operator, who's the fellow who actually looks through the camera.
Yeah, have you ever been in an instance where you had to shoot something in an odd place?
Yeah, I worked on a picture where we had a lot of photography in tanks with dolphins and on boats and things like that.
Sounds like your job's very exciting, never a dull moment.
It's a lot of fun. That's the most important thing about a job, is that it be fun.
I'd like to be a set designer, because this way you can have all your fantasies. They have a very hard job to make things look real, and they're really not. I mean, like those walls really looked real.
Parts of this movie are shot in someone's real home, but the entire film crew couldn't fit on the second floor, so they had to build their own.
How did you just build it?
Well, we just built this to match the house. This is the second floor of the house. It looks exactly the same, but we've widened the hall just a little bit, maybe 4 inches, 5 inches, but that gives us a little more room.
But it really wouldn't matter because
It doesn't matter because you can't really tell that difference. These are wild walls so that we can move them out and get the action, because there's an awful lot of action on the second floor.
You can move them?
Yes, these are all movable.
Did you have to like match up the carpeting and the wallpaper?
We did. We matched the wallpaper. The stairway matches the original house. We did this so that when you start downstairs in the original house and you come up to the top of the stairs here, that it'll be an exact match. So there's one continuous flow.
Cuts off. Where's the end of the stairs? There is no end. It just cuts off.
Don't you move there? Wow, this is so neat.
When I look at movies and I see someone go upstairs, I'll think, oh my gosh, I bet there's no ending to those stairs. To add the final touches to their characters, the actors and actresses head for makeup and wardrobe.
Well, why don't we just go on to someone else? You know, this is going to make you look bad. There's not much you can do with this one.
How do you decide how someone's makeup should look?
Well, when you're doing a film, you read the script, and then you sit down and you have a production meeting, and you discuss each of the characters, where they're at in the script. If they're supposed to be young, if they're supposed to be old, if they're supposed to be a bum or a clown, and that's how you figure it out, and then you just design the makeup around that.
When did you decide that that was what you wanted to do for your life?
I think when I was in grade school, because I liked making characters and monsters. Then when I got older, then I liked making women beautiful.
You're in trouble.
He could make me human. Look.
Can you make me up?
Sure. Why don't you have a seat here?
Dr. Frankenstein's
And
tricks
we'll
again.
just start off. And we'll put on a little eyeliner underneath you.
Doesn't look any different.
Now let's give you some lipstick.
An important part of being a makeup artist is making people feel glamorous. He did it to me. He made me up. And it made me feel very glamorous and special, and I think that that's an important talent for someone to have. Wow, look at this. Wardrobe room. Hi.
Fun, isn't it?
Cute.
We have all kinds of fun things here. This is for our geek girl in the picture. We thought this was kind of fun.
Yeah, I saw her.
Whoa. What we do is we dress everybody from head to toe, including their shoes, which you see down here.
Looks like somebody from the Bulls is coming.
Did you know that the size of your foot is the distance from here to here?
No,
That's your foot size right there. Always?
Hey, he's right.
Of course I'm right.
Where did you learn that?
Little wardrobe tip. A little known fact. What I do is I get a script and I divide it up into how many days it takes place. And then I pick a color scheme, like you like to wear yellow because it's a happy, fun color. If it's a happy, fun character, that's what they would wear. Somebody who's sad all the time would wear blacks and dark colors. Depends on the weather. If it's wintertime, summertime, where they're shooting, how old they are. There are all kinds of things you think about. What color looks best on people? What kind of makeup? What kind of hair? It all comes together. That hat looks great. Oh, wait, we can look at that.
You're creative. You make ordinary stuff that somebody might throw away.
Exactly. That's exactly what I like to do. It's the most fun thing to do. It's just using your imagination.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know. Those are pretty cool.
Oh, I like that.
That's
Nice.
It's just dress up. You decide to do whatever you want to do.
Did you like to dress up when you were a kid?
I used to like paper dolls, and I loved the old movies and Shirley Temple movies and all that. Yeah. And I sewed a little bit when I was younger.
In this next scene, I got to get back on the set.
If you're wondering who this is, meet my friend Tony Longo, who has a part in this movie.
How did you get your start?
I've gotten a lot of jobs by being myself. I'll scare directors if they're looking for a mean guy. I'll go in and pick the guy up on my shoulders.
Oh my God.
Stuff like that. And I walk out of the office, right? I make Johnny fly.
How do you get ready for a part?
You've got to really read into the script and try and understand what's going on. And literally try and become that person a few weeks before you start.
Understand the part.
Understand the part and understand the other people's parts, too.
What would you say for kids who want to act?
Boy, I would think you would know more about that than me, Nancy. You'd have to pursue some aspects as far as getting an agent. But once you got beyond all that, I would think the key would be just be yourself and have a lot of fun.
Nancy?
There's no possible way you can just say, oh, I want to get into acting, let's go and do it. First of all, you have to really want to do it because there are so many people in this business that the competition is fierce. A good thing to do is try and be in your high school plays or your school plays. What we used to do at home is we used to put on these little plays and all our family got together. We put up like a blanket for like a screen and we'd make up these little skits and we'd run around and we'd be funny and we'd play the piano. But basically the one thing is, no matter what you choose to do, no matter what you're doing, is love what you're doing. Everything is worthwhile.
You got to really believe in yourself, and you got to try, and don't listen to anyone negative. Like, people are going to tell you you can't do this and you can't do that. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, you can do.
It's been a pleasure talking with you, Tony, and you're fired.
You'll do a turn, and you'll be back to her, and then you're...
I never realized how much work was involved in acting. I don't think it was glamorous at all, because they were sitting there under the lights. That must have been really hot. And they had to do the same thing over and over again, and, you know, they couldn't show that they were sweating, and it's a lot of hard work.
How does it feel to be in front of a live audience?
Working in front of a live audience is great. It's fabulous. Because we'll rehearse all week without an audience and just in front of, you know, who's ever in the rehearsal hall, producers and whatnot. And you don't get the same kind of reaction. You don't get the same kind of feed you get from an audience. In an audience, you know, you get all hyper and things come out funnier. Or if something comes to me that's much funnier than what's in the script, I'll just go with it and I'll do it.
How did you feel when you got the part of Joe?
Oh, I felt great. I felt great because I wanted to get a series just like everyone else. And I had tried for so long, long time, and it was always between me and somebody else, and I always seemed to go with this other person. So when I got that, it was fabulous.
And who's gonna play me? Charles Bronson!
Are the girls on the Facts of Life like family to you in real life?
Yeah. Oh, they're great. We hang out together all the time. They have parties, and we all go, and I have parties, and they come, and it's great. It's like we're sisters.
Nancy, how does it feel when you don't get a part?
It's very hard. There's a lot of rejection. Or if you really love what you're doing, you'll overcome that.
Well, I saw the rock, and it reminded me of you. I mean, there's a lot more there than meets the eye. It's tough on the outside, but inside, there are all sorts of marvelous things going on.
You can't just get discouraged just after one try. I mean, if you try and then you say, oh, I never do anything, I think I'll just forget about this, then you're never going to accomplish anything.
If you want to do it, you try, and you go ahead and do it.
What do you think Joe would say to that?
Joe would say, you're born, you live, you die, that's life.
I think that the movie set was great. It was a lot of fun, and I met a lot of interesting people. And it was really interesting just to watch them filming.
Oh, I thought it was great. Because when you go to a movie theater, all you see is the movie, and you just accept how it was. But you never realize how much hard work it is, and if they have to do it again and again until they do it right.
Cut it. We're in. Next one.